Welcome students. Today we are here to learn digital image processing with subject code EC703A. Myself Kaushik Pal, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. Image. To understand about the real image, we can say that it is a two-dimensional continuous line intensity functions represented by gxy, where x and y denotes the spatial coordinates or the positional informations value of g, and it is nothing but the brightness or gray level of the image of that particular point. Now if we take the samples of each that particular points, then it is known as digital images. A digital images is the sampling and quantization of two-dimensional real image both in spatial coordinates and brightness. A digital image has been represented like this way. Now how we can acquire a digital image, that is known as digital image acquisition. For acquiring any type of image, there must be some energy source or light source from where light will be illuminated. That particular light will come out from that particular source and will incident on any object. There will be three situations. Some of the light may be absorbed, some of the light may be refracted, and some of the portions may be reflected. Now the reflection is very important here, because the reflected light is the reason by which we can see the particular object. So amount of light which is getting reflected from that particular object is captured through some imaging system, and if that is represented by a matrix or in an array format, that can be represented as a digital image. Nowadays different type of digital cameras with high megapixels is used in this purpose. Now if we see the digital image acquisition technique, the two term is very important, which is sampling and that is quantization. Now here we can see four images are there. A is the continuous image and B, C are the corresponding level of images which is used for sampling and quantization, and the corresponding D image or the last image is the digital line. Digital image acquisitions, if we want to see that what is the best quantization level, we can see digital images are typically quantized into 256 gray levels for higher quality values. There are four values here. One is represented by 32 levels, the second one is represented by 64 levels, third one is 128 levels, and the last one is represented by 256 levels. Now more number of levels will give you a very smooth nature, that means very clear image, whereas less number of levels will not give too much detail of that particular image, resulting not clear image. Now sampling and quantization, here we can see there must be some approximation. So if you want to convert any type of real image to its equivalent digital image, you have to do sampling and quantization, but it will result a little bit approximation. Here we can see the effect of quantization from these images. We can see 8 images are there. The first one has 256 quantization levels. Next, second one is 128, then 64, 32, like this. So you can see that for the 256 image, the image is very much clear, and we can see each and every details of that particular X-ray. Whereas if we consider lower level of quantization, that means 16, 8, 4, 2, the information is getting gradually decreased and the details is also getting lost. So you can see higher, in this case higher quantization levels give you clear image, whereas less quantization level will give you less informative or less clear image. You can see the image having two quantization level have the least informations and the quality is not good at all. Now this is the representation of digital images. Here we can see it is nothing but the function of IMN, where I is represented by the grayscale value and MN is represented by the corresponding positional informations or the coordinates. Here we can see digital image size. So there is two term which is very important. One is dimension and another is the corresponding size. Dimension is nothing but the length and the breadth, and the size is related to this length, breadth as well as how much it is occupying in the memory locations. So the size of the digital image is determined by its dimension n multiplied by the number of bits required to store the intensity level. Here m and n is represented by the length and breadth, and b is represented by the number of bits required to store the intensity levels. So we can see that image size is equals to n multiplied by n multiplied by b. Now typical values of B are B may be 1, B may be 8, B may be 24. For black and white image or binary image, B is equals to 1 because the single bit is required for representation of any type of binary images. For grayscale image, as the value is 256 levels, so you require 2 to the power 8 is equals to 256. So here B will be 8, and for color images, that means for RGB color images, 8 bit multiplied by 3, so 24 bits will be required to represent any type of RGB color images. So that is why we can say how the two term differs. One is dimension and another is image size. There is a very important term which is known as resolution. Nowadays this resolution is playing a very important role. If we want to buy any type of digital cameras, we generally look for how the resolution or how megapixels the camera has. That means higher megapixels means the better quality of the image. So suppose if we are taking any image having 10 megapixels, so and another we are using another camera of 20 megapixels, so the image captured by the 20 megapixel camera will give you much more details with much more clarity. So now how much resolution is the enough? This is very important questions. Now the big questions, resolution is always how much is enough, depends on two things. One is what is the image details and what you would like to do with it, that means applications. So these two terms are very important. That means the image type as well as the applications area where you want to use, that may differ this answer. Now here we can see two pictures are there. One is represented by in the right side, another is in the left side. So if you see only the image in the right side without seeing the left side, the image is quite clear. So here you can see there are 4 cars on the road. So if you may be asked how many cars are there, what type of cars are they, where it is running, so that can be easily answerable using the images or using the picture having the right side. So it's enough for answering all these questions. But if someone asks what is the number of the car in front of you. So that cannot be answered through the image at the right side. In that case, you require the left side image, from where you can see the corresponding number of the car in front of us is 737 FLY. That means this is the higher resolution image which will give you more clarity with more informations, and you can read the corresponding number in the plate. So again we can see that, or we can say that, what is the purpose that will specify what should be the resolution, or how much resolution is enough for you. That will be depending on the purpose in which you are using your image. Here in the example picture on the right side is okay for counting the numbers of the cars and the other informations, but not reading the number plate, which can be only readable using the left side of the corresponding image. Now here we can see three types of images having different intensity levels. So here also intensity level resolutions example has been given with the three images having the first one having low details, as the images is a close-up image, so it doesn't require any type of high details. So this type of images may be of low details. Now for medium details, you can see much more informations are there. Some of the informations are in the foreground and some of the informations are in the background. So in this case, low details image will not give you the specific idea. So in this case we required a higher resolution, that means medium details is required. Now from the right side, extreme right side image, as there are lots of peoples are doing lots of things, so these must require high details, because lots of peoples are there. If you want to track all of them or some one of them, you require the better quality of image with high details. So this is the different three examples having different resolutions, different details. Now this is the digital resolutions examples given of particular rose flower. Here we can see there is 1024, 512, 256, 128, these type of resolutions. The least resolutions is here is 32 and the maximum resolution is 1024. So here we can again say the more number of corresponding values, that means 1024 is much more clear to the 32 resolution. So this is another examples where we can see 8 set of images. The first image is having 1024 multiplied by 1024 multiplied by 8. Why it is 8? Because it is a grayscale image. We already know that for grayscale image each and every pixel is required 8 bit. So that's why if the dimension of the image is 1024, so it will be length and breadth are equal, so multiplied this will be the size will be 1024 multiplied by 1024 multiplied by 8. So it is the high resolution. If you consider the lowest resolutions, we can see there are some distortions, which is also known as this type of pixelizations, and you can see this is 32 multiplied by 32 multiplied by 8, which is not clear at all. So higher resolution will give you higher clarity and the lower resolution will give you, you can say, is RGB or color images. So color images is very common and nowadays it's very important. R is represented, R is for red, G is for green and B is for blue. So RGB is the color model by which we can represent each pixels in a mixture of three values of red, green and blue. So if you consider only the red component, only the green component and only the blue component, they will just look like three different types of grayscale images. Now if we take together, or if we can say if we superimpose all the three layers of the R, G and B, then only we can have the corresponding color images. So we say that this RGB will give you value. Now here also the minimum value is 0 and the maximum value is 255. So 0 is equivalent to black and 255 is equivalent to white. Now we again say that this type of digital images is very much important and it is real life examples. If we use different type of digital cameras, all those used to take this type of color images. There is another type of images which is also known as indexed color images. That means in order to reduce the color image size, each pixel is given the index of a color in the color table. That means all the values are given in a particular table wise values or incidence. So that particular value will represent to reduce the corresponding images size. So it's also used the color indexed images, or this is also known as indexed color images. So these all are the corresponding different type of digital images. They are very much important to do this type of corresponding values. So these were all digital types of images. So hope students, you have learned all these things. So in these lessons what we have studied, if you recapitulate that, we have studied what a real image means, that from there what do you mean by digital images. Now different type of digital images are there, and what is the size of the images, what is the dimension of the images, and there is a very important term which is known as resolution, and how much resolutions is enough, that has also been discussed here. So thank you very much.